Who can turn the world on with her smile? Who can take a nothing day and suddenly make it all seem worthwhile? Well, it's you, girl, and you should know it. With each glance and every little movement you show it. Love is all around, no need to waste it. You can have the telling, why don't you take it? You're gonna make it after all. You're gonna make it after all.
Hello! Hello, everybody. Welcome. Brace yourself.
Hello.
Let's welcome back our Chris, who we missed so much.
Hi, everybody.
So
I'm back.
you're back, sort of.
What do you got? Oh, sorry.
I'm on the clear.
You went clear.
I had to.
What do you mean you had to? You're not in the wine cellar.
I'm doing a food cleanse.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm eating clean. No gluten, no dairy, no soy, no fun.
Now, when
Really, it's not no alcohol either, but I was like, let's be realistic.
Well, I was going to say, if you're going to cut everything out, that's probably one of the things you should cut out.
It is probably,
That's
but
why I could never probably go. Well, I could never do a full body cleanse, like ever.
Yeah. I mean,
and it's not like I drink. Listen, we don't. Maybe on Thursdays I'll drink during the week. I don't do a lot of like weekday drinking. If I go to a client lunch or something like that back when the world was normal, then maybe right now on Thursday nights we indulge a little bit, a couple of libations between friends, between us and our 7 viewers. Why not? I know. But
yeah, but I'm almost a week in, and I've been food prepping, and I've been eating. Actually, I've been eating well, and I've been sleeping great, and
you're feeling good.
Well, I've been sleeping great because I go to bed because I don't want to think about food, and
well, that's a big thing. Well, listen, sleep is very, very important. It actually helps you. It actually helps you that way. I've been trying to go to bed early. Like, what time do you go to sleep?
I've been asleep by like 9:30. I get in bed.
9:30. Oh my God, that's a lot.
I'm like a toddler.
That's unbelievable. Like, come on, Ro, time to tuck you in.
Tuck. Like, come on, Lola, time for bed.
I've been trying. Listen, lately I've been trying to go to bed between 10 and 10:30. Some nights I'm successful, some nights I'm not.
Yeah.
But I definitely feel better when when I go to sleep early. It just makes you feel better. You need sleep.
I woke up this morning.
At tender age.
It is the age too, I know. But when I wake up now, I'm not like dragging out of bed. I'm not exhausted. I'm not like, you know?
Yeah.
So
a little bit more energized.
Little bit.
So we haven't even preambled. This was like we haven't talked in like 2 weeks.
Yeah, I know.
I missed the show Thursday. I was away.
So you were away. So tell me about that. You went to see your son play hockey.
I did. We were lucky enough to fly out to Arizona for less than 48 hours. But what I did within those 48 hours, like 2 COVID tests, fly in, see the games, saw him a bunch, which was nice. You know, I haven't seen Chris in like 9 months. You know, so I never do that without seeing him. But, you know, they're so strict with the bubble and this. And, you know, that's why we felt compelled to get the negative test before we went out. Right. Then the next day, so we left on Thursday morning. We got there in the afternoon. It was a mad dash once we checked into the hotel to go, you know, get to the game. That's why I didn't watch Judy. But, you know, it was good to see him after we got to eat. But, you know, again, strict protocols. Got to make sure. Friday morning we get up, we had breakfast, and then Madison and I went with Madison, and we got another test. So it was like another test, and I was like, okay. So then we found a pretty convenient spot close by. Saw the game Saturday morning. Boom, out of there on a plane, back home. So when you pack all of that in, that travel, that craziness, talk about sleep. Your body just doesn't catch up. I woke up Friday morning at like 4:30 in the morning. We went to bed very late, but it didn't matter. My internal clock just, you're getting up. So I was staring at the ceiling. I was like, and then the work phone starts, on Friday morning. They don't know it's 4 o'clock in the morning there. It's 6 a.m. yet. So you're answering texts, you're doing all that stuff. But I got to tell you, then I came home. We saw Super Bowl.
Super Bowl.
So one of the people at Super Bowl happened to come down with COVID.
The Roni.
Got the Roni. So, so Monday and Tuesday I had to quarantine anyway when I flew back, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then I got tested yesterday. Negative test. In the afternoon, I'm informed you've been around somebody. I was like, oh no. So now I get to quarantine. This is why we're not in the wine cellar. I get to quarantine till next Wednesday, and I'm not very good at quarantining.
No, who is? It's like Shawshank.
I don't like I got into work yesterday. I was kind of jonesing to get back and do my thing. And once I got rolling, I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm not doing it. But what are you going to do? I feel fine. It's been days later. I mean, I got tested yesterday and I was negative. So just for everybody to be safe, I guess, is follow the rules. But the traveling alone, can I just tell you about my little travel?
Please.
So the protocols there are pretty strict. I flew Delta. They got the seat in between. So Madison was at the window. I was on the aisle. And flying out there, easy breezy, not a problem. It was delayed like a half an hour, but that was fine. We land, no problem. Good, easy flight. When we're coming home, so we get there early, and we're sitting at the gate. And then you see this family, right, with a 2-year-old, a 4-year-old, and they're a disaster. They they had the baby in a stroller. Literally, it felt they put so much stuff on the back of the stroller, it went thump. And they picked it up like it happens all the time. Like, oh, it's okay. You'll be fine. And the 2 little girls, and they're eating stuff, and they're a mad dash, they're a mad scramble. I look at Madison and I say, they're sitting by us. Like, they're either behind us, in front of us. There's someone. And Madison goes, 100%. So now when they board the plane, they're doing it like very small groups at a time. Social distance, doing your thing.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm looking at this family, I'm going, oh my God. So they're like, we're going to load from the back. So 40 to 44, come, boom, boom. So we're 27. So they go all the way down and they get to rows 26 and up. Sure enough, the family gets up. As soon as I get up, oh my God. I swear to you, they sat in front of us. And this 4-year-old, as cute as she was, she did not stop talking. I kid you not. That is a 4-hour and 45-minute flight. She did not stop talking the entire flight.
See, that is a rookie parent mistake. Everybody knows you're supposed to give them Benadryl or something to knock them out.
It was wired up. And the kicker is the dad just puts his head, he's got the dad. So it's the dad and the 4-year-old. And then the mom's in the other row. So they're spread out. So she's screaming the whole time. She's screaming the entire flight. I kid you not. I kept looking at Madison like this.
Oh, my God.
You can't see my. We finally land. Hi, Loli. So we finally land, right? Now it's chaos the entire. This kid's chaotic the entire trip. So we're pulling up to the gate, and the kid's still going. And Dad's like, finally takes out his headphones. He must have watched, 30 episodes of The Office or whatever. So the kid just keeps talking, and the mom goes, finally, she goes, Sophia, enough. I'm like, now it's enough. Right now. You decided now that this is enough.
Now it's enough.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Didn't you
run off that plane fast enough?
Didn't you have those?
I did. It didn't matter. Didn't matter. He was like yelling. I was like,
oh my God.
I told you I've been trying to read my 12 books,
Yes.
Yeah, that was nothing.
None of that, huh?
You can't concentrate.
Oh,
I
God,
made
I
him
hate
like
that.
so twisted. I was tired because you're eating late at night. Like his game ended late, so we're eating at like my body clock is 12 o'clock. We're eating 10 o'clock out there. I was just like, oh.
Oh, boy.
That was my plane ride. It was just a disaster.
There's no travel is just it's terrible. It's you want to travel because you want to get away, but I sometimes just go, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
For this purpose, yes. Is it a
Yes.
hassle? 100%. And I'll tell you why the hassle is. If you're going for 48 hours, it is kind of what it is, right? So you're spending a lot of time flying out to the West Coast to see your kid you haven't seen, so that makes it worth it. But trying to get all the testing before you go, the testing when you get back, and let me tell you, man, I've had a couple of these COVID things. Like I've gotten tested probably about 8 or 9 times, maybe 10. Right? The lady this guy in Arizona, he was like, this might hurt. I was like, ah. And then he has to do the other one. Holy, I saw stars. I'm like, dude, you don't need brain matter. It's going to be right here, right? Like right there. Just go there.
Right in the edge. Right
you
in the edge.
Don't go back here. Like I don't get it. It hurt. It was intense.
God, that's terrible.
The lady came out and she was saying, yeah, you should take your shoes off. Like here's another new fucking Here's another new COVID rule.
Yeah.
Take your shoes off. Like what? Yeah, you walk around a supermarket and it falls on the floor. I'm like, how does anything live on the floor in a supermarket?
That's ridiculous. And now one mask wasn't enough. Now they want us to double mask.
Oh man, fantastic.
I'm not double masking.
No, I'm just gonna go ski mask so nobody even sees it. Like little eyeballs.
So let's say hello to Peter Michael Storch. Thank you, Peter. He always tells me I look beautiful. He's very sweet.
He's right.
He's probably an excellent boyfriend. He probably tells his girlfriend all the time how beautiful she is. That's so nice.
Yeah.
So I got some news today.
Okay, talk to me.
So years ago, I invested in that Beal penny stock.
Okay.
And it did nothing. I stopped checking after a while.
Okay.
My brother-in-law calls me today, says it's going through the roof. So I go on to check on E-Trade. I can't remember my password or my username. Or I can't remember it.
Oh.
So now I have to call, and I'm going to be sitting on the phone for an hour at least waiting to get through.
Sure.
But now I have to know. I'm not going to sleep tonight unless I know.
Well,
like
you can check,
How?
Like it has a stock market.
Right. But I want to see. I don't care about this. I want to know what I made.
What did you invest?
I don't remember. I think $100. $100.
So $100. If it went through the roof and you bought $100 worth of
shares.
Right. At what? A penny? Do you remember what you bought it at?
No.
Then I can't help you.
He made a lot of money though, so.
He did make a lot of money.
He thinks I have about $2,000.
That's pretty good.
I'm taking it right out if I do.
Really? You're not going to let it ride? Well, why don't you take out your initial investment and let the rest ride, and then you're playing with house money? Because basically the stock market is gambling, right? At this point,
true.
It's a gamble. You know what the whole thing is like? So this cryptocurrency is a big deal now.
I know. Did you hear about the guy who has $250 million?
Yeah.
Can't remember his username.
Yeah, well, that's you. You're going to lose that on $2,000. You're going to be like, oh my God.
It might as well be $250 million. That's how I feel. I'm like,
the last one. Pepper with a capital P. Hashtag.
I swear, I should change it to something. Once I change it, I write it down. I can't do this again.
Well, you can disable. So I'm having a hard stuff. You sign up on all these sites and like save your password. You're like, okay. Or you don't save your password because you don't want it anywhere where somebody can steal it.
Right.
You remember shit. I have to change them a lot. I try to put them in my notes. Do you have that issue at all?
I put it, but I don't have this one for whatever reason.
The one where you're investing money, you don't.
Yeah,
but
I don't have that one.
Name like a meaningless, you know.
Easy
I'm sure
Pass.
you have a public password. You got it.
Easy Pass. It's in there.
Done.
Yeah. Stop and Shop. It's in there. Yeah. The one with money, not in there.
Yeah, forget it. That's funny.
Yeah, whatever. It's just money.
Yeah. What is just money? I tell you. So.
Yeah, so that's what I'm dealing with now. I'm I'm just trying to remember my password. I'm trying to remember what year it was. I'm
They
disaster.
don't give you an option to change your password. Do you remember your username? That's another thing.
No, I don't remember either of them. And so then I did the thing for the email, and it said that I would get an email within 5 minutes.
No boy.
I didn't. No email.
Did you change emails?
I don't think so.
In all different ones, right?
Yeah, I have no clue. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cry.
You'll
So, what?
I said you'll be fine.
I'll be fine. It'll be fine. Yeah. So here we are. We have no guest tonight.
No guest. We're gonna ramble on a little bit.
We are, and
I want to talk about that.
About what? Rambling?
No, about gambling. I wanted to talk about what we just talked about. I wanted to talk about quarantining, which I'm not good at.
Right. Well, nobody really is.
And I want to talk about how I had to come home from the sun where it was like 70-something degrees. So I went from sun to shovel.
Yeah.
What is that?
Tough. That is tough.
I watched the Super Bowl. I didn't like the Super Bowl. It was a boring game. What did you do? We didn't even talk.
I sat on my couch and I watched it.
Solo?
Yep.
Really?
Yeah, well, nobody invited me to a Super Bowl party.
Would have without a quarantine.
Yeah, I know. Well, it's a good thing I didn't go because
I know. You'd be quarantining.
I'd be quarantining and I can't do that again. No, I watched it here and it was a very boring game. And as usual, none of my numbers came in on my Super Bowl boxes.
Yep, no. That's another part of gambling. Like, that's really the reason I was rooting for my numbers, because I got no horse in the race. When you're a Jet fan, you realize
you're never going to.
Doesn't matter.
You're
right?
never going to be
box numbers. And I wasn't even close on any of them.
No.
Like, if the guy scores here, we're going to win. No, nothing.
Nothing. What'd you think of the halftime show?
Boring.
I didn't like it.
I'm not a huge Weeknd fan anyway. I mean, I'm sure he's super talented. In case he wants to be a guest. Maybe.
I don't know. He did the halftime show at the Super Bowl. He's probably too big for Brace Yourself now.
Yeah, but what are you going to do? Like, I mean, at this point, you're kind of running out of people. Who are you going to get?
Well, what freaked me out about his whole halftime show were those weird masks.
Oh, the masks, yeah.
Looked like a jock strap on their heads.
Yeah, they made a big deal out of it. I don't know if that was like kind of poking fun that they said he had plastic surgery and he thought that was his little.
Well, I made a comment about it, and Sasha Charnan Morrison said it was performance art. I didn't know that.
It reminds me of Moment Chance.
Yeah. Listen, she's got her on the performance art. So who am I to argue with her? Roger Bell's won $250, by the way. He just had to put that out there.
Yeah, thanks, Roger. Because we all
Good, Roger.
So you'll be buying the beer for the next DCRP run. Got it. Got it.
Gotcha.
We're all set.
Yeah, if we ever run again. That's the next thing on my list. Now that I'm cleansing.
Well, how's your neck?
My neck's good.
Really?
Look, yeah, it's good.
Can you go around?
Go around.
There it is.
I mean, it's cracking a little bit, but I can go all the way.
That's enough. I don't want you we can't do the show.
Next thing you know, next week, I can't lift my head. Lift my head up.
My stomach is here to get a lot of sleep, but I broke my neck.
That would be my luck. That would definitely be my luck.
So that was kind of Tom Brady, you have to say he's probably the greatest quarterback of all time now. As a Jet fan, it pains me to say it. And since we have the company in Boston, I talked to a lot of people in Boston, and they were like, well, you're rooting for Tom Brady, or you're rooting against Tom Brady because he left you guys. He left. Most people root for the guy. And I'm like, you really, if you're a fan, you root for the jersey, right? So you root for your team.
Right.
You would root against Tom Brady. And me, like if it was me, I'd root against him.
Yes, absolutely. But I found, since I was neither a Patriots fan,
Buccaneers or a Chief fan.
Once he wasn't a Patriot, I was like, okay, well, if he wins tonight, that's good because he's the old guy. Now I got to root for the old guy.
You got to root for the old guy.
Right?
Kind of.
A little bit. Now, if he was playing against the Jets, I don't care. I wish he was playing for the Jets.
Yeah, he hates the Jets, man. He would never.
Yeah.
He would never.
Yeah, but the almighty dollar speaks. So if the Jets were going to give him enough money.
Not for him. Giselle makes more money than he already won in life. It's enough. It's enough to win.
That's true.
I'm done with you winning, Brady. It's over. Let everybody else win. It's enough with you winning. And him.
I know. Some people can win too much. That is true.
Yeah, he won. He's winning all the time. It's annoying.
Yeah, we thought Charlie Sheen was winning. I think Tom Brady is winning.
Of course he's winning.
Roger says he hates him less as a Buccaneer.
Yeah, because we hate that Patriot jersey because they just put us through pain.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Yeah. But I love the fact that, the Patriots now, welcome to mediocrity because you won't win now for another 10 years, minimum. Like, they went from talking about, and this is how I told our good legal expert, Derek Richard, who is a diehard Patriot fan.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're getting to experience what the Jets kind of already know. Like, you went from talking about, oh, my God, I hope we win. We better win the Super Bowl to, oh, I hope we make the playoffs next year. That's a drastic drop.
That is.
To make it this year. So that's a big deal. You're a Patriot fan, you're just like, what? How did we not make the playoffs? And I'm like, the Jets were like, we never make the playoffs. It doesn't matter.
Used to it.
It doesn't matter.
You get used to it after a while, especially if you're a Mets-Jets fan. Then you have a little pain.
Mets, Jets, Rangers. They're not playing right either, but
I can't believe you're not an Islander fan.
Yeah, no, I kind of grew up a Ranger fan.
Okay.
Back in the late 70s with Esposito and all that old crew, Duguay. And when they made the finals against the Canadians in 79, I remember watching that series.
You were little.
Oh, little. And then I was just a Ranger fan from there. And then the Islanders went on this crazy-ass run. And everybody busted my balls then. They still bust my balls.
Wow.
The Islanders beat the Rangers the other day.
That's what guys do, They bust chops. That's what they do.
Yeah. And then, of course, I'm a Knicks fan, and I'm done. I give up.
I hate basketball.
I played basketball. That was my game. That was what I went to college for. Mm-hmm. I didn't go to study. I went to Dowling's the 13th grade. I went to go play basketball.
I went to Dowling.
Oh, shit. Like I said, it was the 13th grade.
Grade, yeah, I know.
Yeah, so
going to the Lion's Den, our big
den, man,
on campus bar.
Yeah, up the stairs on top of the old field house.
Yep.
But
good times.
Now it's vacant and abandoned. We don't even have our alma mater. Doesn't exist.
Doesn't even exist. We'll never have a reunion.
No.
Not that I would go, but
I don't think I would go.
I was a commuter. I went to class. I got in my car. I went home.
Me too. And I had classes that was so bad. Like, they were so spread out. I had like one at 8 o'clock in the morning and then one at 2 in the afternoon. So I'd go to the 8 o'clock one. Like, what a jerk. Like, right, that's a good schedule, right? But I had to take them. So I would go home and I'd go right into bed in my clothes, in my jacket, and lay there and sleep. And then it was like time to go. And I'd go back to class. It's the worst.
Oh, my God.
Hey, I'll tell you one better. When I first started my freshman year into my sophomore year, I did not have a car. I took the bus on Main Street, Dowling College, every day. I took the bus.
Did you have a little Do you have a little name tag and a school bag
Oh,
too?
my name's Chris. Hi, I swear to God, I did. It was terrible, and I really had I had to you don't have a locker there, right? So you had to carry your books.
Carry everything.
And then, if I was lucky enough on the way out, some people lived in Islip that would go, and I'd be standing on Main Street. I had to wait for the bus to go the other way. Start heading west to go home. What a shit show that was.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm glad I didn't have to do that, or I probably wouldn't have gone to college.
Yeah, well, I didn't get a car till I think it was a junior. I got a car.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't afford it.
Wow. My first car was the 1973 pea green Dodge Charger.
Yeah.
I paid $250 for it. The thing was a tank.
That's a beauty.
It was a beauty. I could fit like 12 people in that car.
Yeah, the party was in your car.
Yeah, I was like, come on, we're going to breakfast. Let's go.
Were you the person who drove everybody? Were you the chauffeur?
I did drive everybody, and there was a thing with this car. What happened is when you got in the passenger side, you had to pull the door, you had to lift and pull it shut.
Yeah.
And all my friends knew this. So they get in the car, my girlfriend gets in the car, and I don't know what she did. She didn't shut it all the way. I make a left turn, she falls right out of the car.
She didn't lift and pull. I need you to lift and pull. How many times have you been in this vehicle?
And I'm trying not to laugh because I want to make sure she's all right.
Yeah, okay. Car's running over her.
And I'm worried that I'm going to get in trouble because I wasn't really worried about her. I was worried I was going to get in trouble. I don't like to be in trouble.
No. Did you have is the roll down window thing?
Oh, yeah. Roll down window. Yep. Oh,
My
yeah.
first car was a 1980 powder blue Ford Mustang.
Well, hello.
Was it powder blue? Like, really?
Powder blue. Oh, you a pimp?
It was like the worst car ever. I think we paid like $900 or something like that. And my grandfather helped fund it. I think he paid $1,300 for it. He told my mom it was like $700.
Oh my God.
Whatever it was, and I was driving this thing. But my mom at the time, and I would try to steal her car once in a blue moon to take it. If I knew she wasn't home and she kind of went away, and I had the car, she had like a red 1981 Cordoba.
Oh, Cordoba.
Tank in the car, and I'm like, flying over that hill on Main Street. Oh my God.
Well, the best thing about my car is that it was a 73, so it had one of those really thin, big steering wheels.
Yeah.
And I'm so short that I drove and I looked through the steering wheel, over the dashboard. I couldn't see over the steering wheel.
Right. You're looking at that little arc. Every day looked like a rainbow.
Yeah.
Like you're driving like a Mack truck making a turn. Got it.
Exactly. Exactly. Oh, Ed Perez is watching. Hello, Edgar.
Who's Ed Perez?
I don't know. He's that guy we knew.
I used to know. He was a nice guy.
Right? Yeah, we knew him.
He was a funny team once in a while. Although I will tell you that Ed did stop by. I think the last time I saw Ed is when he dropped by and he dropped off this fantastic eggnog, which is eggnog.
I did not get any eggnog this year.
Well, listen.
I know. COVID ruined everything.
COVID destroyed everything.
It's continuing to ruin everything.
It is terrible. Now I'm stuck in this house.
Well, at least you have Hank.
Michelle's here in Madison. And Hank.
And Hank. And I have Lola.
You have Lola.
There she is.
Which is good.
Little girl.
There she is.
So I'm off next week.
You're off all week, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to do a lot of open mics.
Oh, good. What you got coming up?
What?
You got any new bits? Any new material you're working on, or?
Yeah, I'm working on some new stuff. I'm working on some more dating stuff because I realized something about the dating website.
Okay.
Well, first of all, I'm quitting. I'm quitting dating. I'm terrible at it.
At what?
Dating. I'm terrible at it.
And you said this the last time we talked off air, and I don't know how true that is. You put a lot of pressure on yourself, maybe.
What?
You're putting a lot of pressure on yourself.
I am, but here's the thing.
Which side are we talking about? Are we talking about Plenty of Fish? What, can you be more specific?
We're talking about Plenty of Fish.
Okay.
And so when you get when you get somebody on Plenty of Fish, you get a notification, you know?
Right.
So like I wake up in the morning, whatever, and I'm having my coffee and I see the notification. And I'm like, if you're going through Plenty of Fish at 2 a.m, I'm not going to answer you. Because why are you looking through Plenty of Fish at 2 a.m.?
What if the guy is a professional who gets off at like 1 and is saying, I had to work, I couldn't get on.
Maybe.
So.
Or I feel like if you're messaging me at 5 a.m., you're scrolling on the toilet.
Well, what if the guy's a construction worker and he's on the train that early and he has a good job, and you see what I'm saying? I'm going to poke a hole in every one of your theories because maybe you're just being too hard on yourself and you have these standards already, predetermined standards.
So I should have no standards. I've tried that. Didn't work either.
I didn't say that. Yeah, that was not a great idea. I heard those stories. I advise against that. No, but I'm just saying, you can tell. Like you can tell from the pictures, no?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you can. You could tell more about when they write.
Oh, when they send it out.
You could tell a catfish from a million miles away because, they'll say something like, me look forward to getting know you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's always how I say it. It's a good come on line.
Yeah, me look forward. One guy actually wrote to me, I didn't even mind scraping my knees when I fell for you.
Right.
Come on.
Jackie Hannah says, find a different website. Plenty of Fish is a hookup thing. So are you just looking for the hookup?
No.
She has a point. Maybe Jackie has a point.
Maybe. But then I would have to pay for it, and I'm cheap. I don't know my E-Trade password. I can't get the money out.
Now, all right, so if you come into windfall of money, are you going to go to a different pay site?
Oh, I'm going to a matchmaker. If I get a windfall.
A matchmaker?
Yeah. Matchmaker, matchmaker, make me a match.
All right.
Because clearly, whatever.
If you had to pay for a site, what would the site be?
I don't know. I've tried quite a few of them. So
I've exhausted all my options. Plenty of Fish is all I have left.
It's all I have. It's the only one that's the only one that lets you search for free and message people. Otherwise, if you want to message someone, you got to pay. And
love ain't free, sister.
It's all the same people, the same pictures.
Oh, so the same guys go on like multiple sites.
Yeah.
Are you on multiple sites?
Mm-mm.
You're just on one. That's it.
Just on one. Right. So, I'm on 2, but.
So.
2.
Do you use the same pictures? Guilty.
Yes.
That's a yes. Guilty.
Yeah. So
you're hammering the guys, and you do like maybe you switch it up. Maybe all right. Do you painstakingly go what photo you're gonna put up?
I put thought into it.
Uh-huh.
I try to get a wide array, if you will.
Okay. You don't put the 20-year-old Roseanne in, right?
No. Everything's current.
So you're talking about the 32-year-old Roseanne?
Yes. With a slight filter.
Oh, man. I'd be horrible at that stuff. Thank God.
Jackie said, she'll get me cash for a matchmaker. We'll do a GoFundMe.
That's fun. I will pay for that. Roseanne needs a message like some guy from the Ukraine. Quick.
Really? I mean, I'm thinking maybe I should go on 90 Day. Should I do 90 Day Fiance? I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You can on a reality show and you can date.
Maybe I could get Brace Yourself to be a show, and then then I won't care. If I could get this up and running and on primetime TV.
You're thinking then that's your matchmaker right there.
Right there. And then I won't even need it because then I'll be so happy. I'll be doing what I love. I'll be doing this. You and I'll be like the new Kelly and Ryan.
Oh, here we go. So don't all these guys that on Plenty of Fish, why don't you just advertise that you should watch, like they would get to know you if you said, watch Brace Yourself.
Then it's awkward when I break up with them.
Yeah, well, that's the hard part of love.
Ugh, it's the worst. The worst.
Wow.
So
you're a heartbreaker.
Yeah, okay. That's what I am. Should we bring on Judy?
Yes, I want to ask her about her dating escapades.
Oh God. All right, let's bring on Judy. We're gonna bring Judy in. I think she's got a good gem.
Oh, good.
You know, she's usually showing up unprepared, so I'm glad she's prepared this time. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is Judy. Hello, Judith.
Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Your hair
I'm good.
lovely.
Yeah, well, yeah, this haircut cost me a quarantine, but
Mom, stop touching it. You're making yourself a cone head. Now it's sticking up again.
oh, it looks better in person. Really does.
Better if you'd stop touching it.
Touch this.
Are you chewing gum?
Huh?
Are you chewing gum?
Bubble gum. Mm-hmm.
You
Yeah.
know,
Take it out of your mouth.
Whoa.
All
Good.
right. What?
Right.
So, do you have your gem?
Mm-hmm. Well,
Well,
it's not so much a gem as it's a personal experience.
which is a gem. Go ahead.
Well, no, you be the judge.
All right.
I recently found out that I have to go under the knife for a procedure. And it's going to be, quite involved, this procedure. However, it is in and out same day. The only problem, everybody's going to be gone. And I might even have to Uber home because, my sister will be in Florida. Usually I can depend on her. She'll be in Florida. Roseanne and Bridget will be in Mohegan Sun.
Somewhere.
Huh?
We'll be performing somewhere.
Somewhere. And I don't want to stand in their way. Who am I? And it's fine, that they won't be around in case there's a problem, in case anyone has to get involved or, get in touch with me.
Won't your other daughter be home?
She'll be home. She probably can, drop me off. But, so then she's got to go to work.
I can come get you.
You can come get me? Well,
100%.
I mean, it's okay because, like I said, Bridget takes care of a lot of elderly people, and she would know what to do if she were going to be around for me. But she won't be here. And don't even give it a second thought. I'm not trying to make you, guilty much. But, every time you went under the knife, I was there for you. I was. But it's okay because I will take an Uber home.
You're not going to have to Uber.
Even though I'm looking at the dark side of cancer. But it's all right. It's all right.
Have a good time, Ro.
Everybody will be away.
We'll give it another thought.
But I'll FaceTime you.
I told her she should change the surgery date.
She can't. I told you. It's a whole big involved thing. There's all kinds of appointments.
Wait, you told her to change the surgery so you can still go on stage? I love it.
What?
It's a pretty big deal.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
In all fairness,
surgery. We got to go on stage tonight.
In all fairness to me, I did book the gig before she had to have surgery.
okay, but if she's having surgery, I'm actually going to sign.
Well, we can just see what's more important. That's all. We see. But of course, I can depend on Amy. Amy's always there for me.
Well, if Amy can, wow, I see that.
What?
I'm watching Roseanne inch her nose by accident.
Amy will be there for me. She will.
Yes.
Will Amy be able to pick you up? I will come get you.
Well, I will certainly keep you on the list.
Oh, thank you.
I really should have screened this before. I didn't do any screening tonight.
Yeah,
it always gets me in trouble. Always gets me in trouble.
Well, I don't mean to get anybody in trouble. I just have to look out for myself. Nobody else is looking out for me.
Oh, Jackie Hannon said pre-surgical testing is good for a month.
No, it's not. No.
Nurse Jackie.
And I have to have a COVID test 3 days before.
Yeah, have fun with that. That's the worst.
They are the worst.
Well, I'll let you know tomorrow. I'm having one tomorrow.
All right.
Where you going?
To my doctor.
Oh, they'll do it right there. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
You getting the wrap?
They do the whole up the nose with a rubber hose, both sides.
I
So
wasn't
it ought to be,
Arizona, man.
it ought to be fun.
They were
Well-
poking right through the back of my head.
You know, Judy, I may not be able to be there to pick you up, but
But in spirit, you'll be there.
I picked you up a shovel the other day.
And it's so heavy, I can't lift it.
No shovel?
It's a double shovel. It's got like a lever, and I don't know.
It was
It's
supposed to be make it easier, special
Well,
for elderly.
was that the only shovel they had?
That was the only shovel in your price range, cheapo.
That is an expensive shovel.
It was $20.
Well, didn't they have a cheaper one?
That was the cheapest.
Really?
Yes, the others were $35 and $40.
Wow. Well, it's in my laundry room right now.
What the hell are you shoveling?
Whatever needs.
The snow. We just gotta dig out our car.
Oh, all right. You got to
I've
call
been
me
cleaning
too.
that car off a lot.
Well,
So that's,
Listen, things
That's-
can change at a moment's notice. This gig could be canceled
well,
with COVID.
I hope it's not, because I would not want to feel guilty that I jinxed it or anything. So I just wanted to proceed.
Yeah, you go do your gig, and your mom's just gonna have a minor surgery. It says
It's not, I've already taken a cab home from the emergency room at like 5 in the morning.
You didn't call us.
I know.
Well,
I didn't want you to yell.
how did you get there?
You would have yelled at me.
No, Chris, let me tell you. So this is a classic Judy move, right?
Yeah.
She used to have a lot of panic attacks, and she would call me. And so she calls me this one night, and I go over, and she's in her bed. She's like, I can't move. I don't feel right. So I said, do you want something? Let me get you, a pill or something. So I go and get her a pill, and I get a glass of water, and I bring it into her, and she takes the pill, and she takes the water. She takes a sip. I take the water from her, and I go to put it on the nightstand. She goes, don't put it there. It'll leave a ring. I go, see, you're fine. There's nothing wrong with you. You worried about a water ring? I think you're dying, and you don't want a water ring on your side table.
Well,
It's true.
you got to take care of your furniture.
Huh?
Yes.
You got to take care of your furniture. It's important.
Yeah, I have to take, if I don't, who will?
Exactly. Certainly not Roseanne and Bridget at this point.
Yeah.
And by the way, I do need Bridget to come here and show me how to work that thermometer and the blood pressure machine that I have.
Okay.
I really do. I was clicking that thermometer the other day, nothing was happening. Right now, my temperature is about 67.1.
You might want to get a cab and get to the hospital,
Right. That's above
I
10.
can't even take my temperature.
because I'm doing a show right now, so I can't take you.
I'll just Uber. I'll Uber.
Please, Uber. We got you the app. What do you think we got you the app for?
Well, I'll be using it on the 26th of March.
That's great. That's great.
I
Some
will.
person who just got their driver's license will be picking my mother up after her surgery. Drive her home.
Well, at least I'll get home.
At
We
least
will
you'll
get
get home.
you. We will figure it out.
We'll figure it out.
I was thinking too, what about Christine? She's home. She works from home, right?
Yeah, we could probably talk about this when we're not doing a show.
Probably. We probably could. Well, okay. Well, then I will sign off. Oh, and by the way, Chris,
Yes.
your car, the Cordoba,
Yeah,
did you have the Corinthian leather?
100%. My mind. It was white. It was red with white leather interior.
Oh my God.
Woo!
I swear to God, it was just a piece of crap. But it was. Let me tell you.
Did you feel like Fernando, what was his name? Who was that?
Fernando.
Lamas, yeah, Fernando Lamas with fine Corinthian leather.
That was
Those were the good old days.
Ricardo Montalban.
Ricardo Montalban, that's right.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
The fine
Yeah.
I
Corinthian leather.
remember that. I remember.
Yeah.
Well,
Did I ever tell you I met Ricardo Montalban?
I remember. I met him.
No, not you. I was talking to Chris. I know you met him. You were with me.
Oh, I was there.
Yeah. We met him. We filmed Annie on the set right next to Fantasy Island.
Loved Fancy.
Yep. And I
It
saw
was so funny. Tattoo, the little guy, Hervé Villachez.
Yeah.
They used to have these like golf carts, to ride around the set. And he was so short, you couldn't see him. All you saw was his feet underneath the golf cart. You didn't see the top of his head. He was so short.
Hello, boss. I remember watching that show.
yeah.
They don't make them like that anymore. That the Love
Thank
Boat.
God.
Oh, come on. Those were the good old days. Love Boat, Fantasy Island.
I actually saw a Love Boat
70s.
the other day with. So Cloris Leachman passed away, right?
Yes.
So they had her on it. Milton Berle was on it.
Oh, wow.
God, I forget who somebody else too. It was like some heavy hitters from back in that era. It was just hilarious. And they were doing comedy, and I was just like, this is so not funny.
Yeah.
What show was that?
Love Boat.
It was Love Boat.
Oh, yeah, that was horrible.
It was so-
And you could always tell when they were on a real ship or a set.
They
Because
actually
on the
filmed
set,
some of
the
that,
pool looked like a bathtub.
yeah, they filmed some of that actually on a real boat. Believe it or not.
Yeah, the princess. Some princess, yeah.
Well, speaking of films, you know whose documentary is now out.
Is it? Who picked it up?
I want to say Netflix, but I think it's Hulu.
All right. It was our show that put it over the top.
It was. Brace yourself. You're welcome, Brittany.
Christina. I have to reach out.
She better be. We better be the first show she goes on when she comes out of the conservatorship.
Oh, she's going to win an award for that.
Yeah, absolutely.
When she gets the Oscar.
So
She's not getting it for best comedy.
no, best drama. So so we're at almost an hour, so we should probably start to wrap up. But Chris, what are you doing for Valentine's Day with your sweetheart?
Let's see. Since I'll be in quarantine, nothing. Nothing.
How long are you going to quarantine?
I have to quarantine till Wednesday. It's 10 days from the time of contact.
Who said?
New York State.
Department of Health?
I'm going to Chinese New Year's on Saturday.
No, you're not.
Not anymore. There's a guy who's monitoring us.
Who?
Some maniac who yelled at me. Like, told him the governor sucked. Way back in the day.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I have to quarantine for 10 days. Too.
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
I did. Yeah. I thought time went so fast. I
It
didn't
doesn't.
realize.
Time is slow. It is slow. Well, in
Yeah.
case anybody cares, I'm not doing anything on Valentine's Day.
I
You
think
could come with me to Chinese New Year's.
We're not going to Chinese New Year. You're
Oh, if I were going, you could have come.
if you were going to go. I think Michelle and I are just going to kick back and put on a movie called, I think, Wing Girls. I think Rob Byer told me to maybe watch Wing Girls. He said
Wing Girls, Wing Girls, excellent.
And
I will recommend something though to watch. Seriously. Why don't you can binge watch the first season on demand? on Showtime, Your Honor. Have you watched that?
I'm not.
Bryan Cranston.
It's good.
It's yeah.
We actually
And-
watched like a little mini series, again, 8 episodes, called The Stranger on Netflix. It was an original Netflix.
Oh,
And it was 700 plot twists, maybe per episode. It was like,
wow. Was it good?
that was pretty good. It was pretty good. It was entertaining, you know. So
Well, I watched the entire season of Bling Empire
Bling Empire.
about crazy rich Asians.
Oh,
I started to. I was bored.
I got sucked in. It was like a vortex.
you trying to do that before your Chinese New Year party?
Yes, you know what you
Is
do.
that what you were trying to do? Is that what you...
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
So
So
in honor, listen, you might as well hang in there because I did write a Valentine's Day edition, Pepper Gets Pepper.
oh, very excited.
I
But
meant
wait,
to send you a picture earlier, and I kind of screwed it up because I never sent it to you because I just got caught up. But
yeah.
that's
Well,
one of
wait,
my questions.
before you do that, Rob Byer said Ted Lasso was fantastic, and it was. I watched Ted Lasso too. That's very funny. That's
Jason,
that's
Sudeikis.
with Jason, yeah, Jason Sudeikis. He was really good. I want to
Okay.
say hi to Carmine Cardona. He said hello to me, and Jackie, and also Allison Rose is watching, and Barry Grief. I think that's how you say his name. Grief. If I said it wrong, sorry. Diana Kochik, one of my colleagues, and Lisa Boyle. So very nice that everybody tuned in to watch. I really appreciate it.
Thanks for tuning in.
And, hopefully we'll have a guest next week.
Yeah,
It's hard to get guests.
I know everybody's in quarantine.
Well, you know what the problem is I don't have a publicist or a crew.
It's true.
So I have to do all this on my own. It's tough.
I haven't gotten a guest for the show in a long time. I've been
I
slack.
know. You do. Come on, you know people.
I'm gonna get this guy I know. His name's Rich Walker.
He'd love to be on with them.
Think he'll come on?
He'd love to be.
Judy.
All right.
Yeah.
So you're gonna pepper me or what?
Yeah, you're getting peppered now with the Valentine's Day edition.
Okay.
Who in this group receives the most Valentines? Is it A, wives and girlfriends, B, teachers, C, children, or D, pets?
That's a tricky one.
Children.
I say children. Children.
Okay, bro.
Children.
Teachers, you're wrong, both of you. Can you believe it?
There you go, Ro. You never got a Valentine.
I never did. I must have been a shitty teacher.
I wonder if Michelle got one. She always gets them. On February 14th, what Roman priest was executed, and do you know the reason why he was and the year?
Jesus. Had something to do with his name being Valentine or something.
That's correct.
And he forgot to send his mother a Valentine.
No, so there's a couple of different things. Do you know how he was executed?
He was drawn and quartered.
Beheaded
I was going to say that.
in
And
200.
he was a priest?
Right? Saint Valentine, he was beheaded for well, there's a couple of different theories here. But the first one, the one they're going with is like he would marry all the Christian couples, right? Because Claudius was the Roman emperor at the time, and they were in wars all the time, and he wanted all the young men to fight wars and not get married. But this guy was saying, no, you need to turn into a Christian and you need to marry these people. And he's like, okay, you're going to jail and I'm cutting off your head. That's
That was just kind of cut and dry.
and again, here are the Catholics again starting another holiday. So
Yep.
we're doing this, right? Halloween, Christmas,
Yeah,
Easter.
we like holidays.
Yeah, we like them. I don't know why. I hate Valentine's Day. Stupid holiday.
I was married the day before Valentine's Day, so it was kind of a combo gift.
Wait a second. So your wedding was on February 13th?
Yes.
Guess whose anniversary is February 13th?
Yours and
Yes.
Michelle's?
Me and Michelle.
What?
Yeah.
Him
me
and
and Michelle.
Michelle. You know what? Stop talking over us. You do interrupt a lot.
I'm trying to hear. What?
Yeah.
Chris's anniversary is February 13th also.
Same.
What year?
Oh, 93. 28 years.
Okay. 88.
88.
87. No, 88.
88. Okay.
Saint Valentine is well known for being the patron saint of what?
Valentine.
Candy?
What?
Candy.
No, the patron saint of
Love.
what?
Heart.
Love.
Love. Yes, Roseanne. Come on. That's what we do, right? But do you know what else he's the patron saint of? I'm gonna give you you ready?
What?
Multiple choice. You ready?
Alrighty.
He's the patron saint of beekeepers, epilepsy, C, fainting, D, the plague, or E, all of the above.
All of the above.
All of the above.
So he's all of the above.
This guy was talented.
Beekeeping.
Yeah,
Yeah, really.
epilepsy is my favorite
Do
one.
they really need a
Patron saint of
patron saint?
I guess they do.
Catholics are wacky people.
We are.
All you Catholics, I'm sorry. I'm a Catholic. I had a really good photo, and I never emailed it to you. And it was a funny joke because, so St. Valentine has his skull displayed.
Really?
Yeah. And it has like flowers on it, but he's got a big gap in his teeth. So my joke was going to be, who is this skull of? Is it David Letterman, Lauren Hutton, Michael Strahan? That was going to be the joke if you saw the I was going to tell you to put the picture up. Would have been fun.
That's too bad you didn't send me the picture. That would have been funny.
Yeah. The first box of chocolates was produced by what chocolate company? Nestle, Hershey, Cadbury, or Godiva?
Hershey.
Judy?
Nestle's.
Cadbury. You're both wrong.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Clearly, because I got it wrong, but
And here is the final one. Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, we're not doing well. Maybe that's why we don't have Valentine's.
We don't have, yeah,
Unlucky in love, ladies.
it's true.
So I've been
The
told
most popular Valentine's Day gift.
Roses.
So you're going with flowers.
Roses. Yeah.
it's either roses or the heart of candy.
But you got to pick one.
All
I
right,
did.
I'll say candy. She said flowers.
Number 1 is candy. Number 2 is greeting cards. Number 3 is flowers. And number 4 is a romantic dinner.
What was number 2?
Number 2 is greeting cards.
Greeting?
About a legitimate Valentine. So
Oh,
the
a greeting card.
Yeah,
greeting, like hi.
yeah. I think we're gonna
I
have
thought you said green card.
A green card, yes, that happens a lot.
That's a good Valentine's.
Marry you.
Here you go. Welcome to the United States. Yes. Happy Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day. Here's your green card. Well, this was fun. We are at 59:05. I think we did.
Timing.
Chris, glad to have you back.
Great to be back. Sorry we couldn't do it in person. Next week.
Next week, man. Next week.
Next week.
I'll be 2 weeks into my cleanse. I'll be
Are
ready
you
to
drink wine?
red wine. Huh?
Can you drink wine then or no?
Oh yeah, I'm having some wine then. You don't go to a wine cellar and not drink wine. That's like what?
Exactly.
You don't do that.
No.
I told the girl who's running the cleanse anyway. I'm like,
You have a girl running the cleanse?
yeah, she's a certified wellness coach. So, and she works in my building. She's also a teacher. So I was like, yeah, I don't know about the whole no alcohol thing. That might be a non-negotiable.
Right.
But All right, folks. So thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Chris, I'm glad you're
Happy
back.
Valentine's Day, everybody.
We'll talk
Same
off
to
the air
you.
about you.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
And we'll see you guys next week.
All right.
All right?
Bye.
We'll see you all next week. Bye. All right, well, that's our show for tonight. Good night, everybody.
Good night. See you. We're off,
I-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we're off.
I think we're off.
We do this every week.
You think we know? Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
we're
off.
definitely off.
We're off, definitely.
You were awesome.
No, I couldn't do it without you.
You're
stop.
You're unbelievable.
Stop.
You're amazing.
Everybody loves
It's
you.
you. No,
Everybody
it's
loves
you.
you.
It's not me. It's you.
It's
Trust me.
Rowan, Chris.
No, listen.
I
Look
think
at
we're
me.
still on.